Welcome back to Joe Daddy's Garage. Today's video, I'm going to talk about this little Honda Fit that I affectionately call Scooter. I found a problem and I want to address it, but I'm going to tell you about this car and then we'll move forward. If you like videos like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to see more. I've been driving for Uber, and you know, this car is perfect for getting around town and making those deliveries. Well, I was driving it and I noticed that there was an issue. This is actually a Honda Fit Sport, from what I figured out. The only difference really is this car has paddle shifters on it, which I'll probably never use them, but they're kind of neat to see. The car itself, 179,000 and change on the mileage, and I've been driving it. I love it. It feels like you're driving a little rally car, really. But I was driving it and I noticed that the air control here was set on recirculate, and I like having fresh air, so I flipped it over to fresh air, drove it a little distance, came to a stop, and I started smelling gas. And I thought, wait a minute, what's going on? Why am I smelling gas? And you know, I drove off and I was thinking about it. Did I run through some spilled gas or something? Because it was pretty strong. Well, I contacted the owner, previous owner, and I said, hey, have you ever smelled gas in this car? And he said, yeah, but only when he had it on fresh air, and he thought it was like an exhaust smell. So he always kept it on recirculate. And I thought, well, that's odd. I'm not the only one thinking this. So I did a little bit of research, and I found a forum online that talked specifically about that gas smell. So people have been complaining about this for a long time. What they claim it to be is, believe it or not, loose spark plugs. And I thought, wait a minute, how can this have loose spark plugs? Well, let me just tell you. I pulled off the coil pack on the, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, number one cylinder, which is all the way to the passenger side. And looking at this boot, it's all crusty. I mean, that doesn't seem normal at all to me. And then I went and got, well, and I should tell you, it takes a 10 millimeter to remove the bolt that goes through this hole that holds this down. So anyway, I went and grabbed a 16 millimeter socket and I put it down in the hole. Let's see if I can, kind of hard to show you this because it's really behind, but I put it down, there it is, I put it down in the hole where the spark plug goes, and I was able to do that. I have not done anything to this. I have not put a ratchet on this. That spark plug rotates freely. And I'll point out as well, when I pulled this out, I smelled gas. I can't believe it. So I'm going to check. I haven't even touched the second one in line yet. I'm going to try to set up the camera to where you can see it, but I'm going to take that second one off and see how loose that spark plug is. That is really strange. Let me get this extension out of the first one there. 10 millimeter. I got that one on tight. There we go. The other one I could turn out real easily. Looks like they put Loctite on that. Now, the coil pack, you have to pull up on it carefully. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That one came apart. That's not good at all. Let's see. Are you kidding me? Let me see if I can get that out of there. Well, that didn't go quite as planned, but I was able to get the boot out, and surprisingly, If you can see the color difference, I don't know, I'm hoping that's showing up. This one, look how filthy that is. And I can clean it and see some of the red coming through. So there's definitely an issue with this first one. I was surprised that that boot came apart, but let me check. That spark plug is tight. So maybe, let me just make sure of that. Maybe it's just this first one. But the point being, there's definitely a problem with the gases getting past. Let's see if I can clean that up. Definitely a problem there. Hopefully I didn't screw this up and I can put this boot back together for the second spark plug, but fun. Very interesting. Okay, I put the first two back together. I checked the third one. What I did is I took the bolt loose and I just rotated the coil pack, and I felt resistance, so I felt like it wasn't loose. But this last one, I pulled the coil pack loose, and then now I twisted the coil pack. I also, when I felt movement, I pulled it out, and look at that. That's more of the soot. So I'm just setting that extension in. Look at that. That is loose about half a thread. Unbelievable. So I'm just going to tighten this up. Wow, that's loose. That's almost like a thread loose. I've never seen such a thing. Now the tricky part, getting your wire back on, and this is such a tight space I can't show you all this. But that's back on. Wow. Well, that was surprising. 2 loose spark plugs. Who would have thunk it? At this point, I put everything back together. I may have to replace that one boot or the coil pack itself on that second spark plug because some of it broke. Just be warned, you may have a similar problem with yours. However, I started the car up, I let it get warmed up, I cycled between fresh air and recirculating air, and I smelled no gas. So hopefully this takes care of the problem, and if you're having a similar problem with your Honda Fit, maybe it'll help you out as well. Otherwise, leave a comment on this video, leave a thumbs up, share the video, anything you can do to help make the channel grow, I appreciate it. And that's going to be the end of this particular video. So until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya. No smell. Amazing. Hopefully you can find some value in this video. I was surprised to find that I hope you found this video useful. Maybe it'll help you out with a similar problem you're having with your Honda Fit. I can't say for sure, but I know it worked for me. And that's it. If you're having similar problems with your Honda Fit, maybe this will help you out and solve